conceptualized the Creative Media Community Network, I was inspired by the findings of sociologists for the rice terraces, because there's actually no leader, but everyone just took part of it. They were empowered to help or contribute something to the society without being pressured to do so. So everyone just gave their part, and everyone is happy. And I just think that's it's a wonderful thing to share to the whole world. We should be proud of it as Filipinos, because that's something unique. And apart from the aesthetic beauty, sorry, excuse my redundancy, the aesthetics that the rice terraces gives, it has excellent sociological find that is another treasure for the rice terraces to be shared to the whole world. And as a symbiotic effect, something like it works like the reef, where everyone benefits. Well, there could be casualties by big prey and small prey being eaten by the big prey, that is. So, but that's just the way of life, and it's just everyone does benefit from it, and it's not just like not like the small ones are not benefiting, but the big ones and the small ones are benefiting at the same time, and no one loses. I mean, perhaps it's a way of nature telling us that everything has to be in balance. Everything has to be in balance, and I think in this parallelism, we could have a rich people and the poor people. Rich people being the praise, and the small people being the poor people being small praise. So yeah, I strongly think that everything is interconnected somehow, somewhere, and it's just a matter of having that flow go around. I mean, CMCN is not here to question any established frame of the society. It's just here to simply give fluid to all the parameters, or fluid to all the systems, that they could come together and join together in one big flow, so that everyone would benefit, not just the greedy people. So there's a symbiotic effect for you, ladies and gentlemen. So just from the recent National Press Forum, Commissioner Velasco actually said or mentioned about a very interesting topic. He mentioned about social revolution. Now, this is not about communism or socialism, but this is social revolution in the simpler terms that we are familiar with, like Friendster or Facebook or Multiply and whatnot. We'll have those social tax are established, and CMCN shall have a database for all uh, for all talents, or for all skilled people that are that have their own specialization for any field. So they would have a database, so that every time an event would come up, they would know who to tap to, and CMCN would pretty much be mobilized more in the virtual world, not physically. I mean, we would have hopefully, eventually, if turns out well, we will have a headquarters in Manila. But for now, everything, all the negotiations and the transactions will all be based with on the net, in the virtual world. So I just think that if we were to actually have a what you call this, a social revolution of sorts, this is a perfect means of making the world smaller. I mean, well, that would be would be cliche for globalization, but yes, it will make the world smaller for us, especially for us who are skilled and we just want to use our talents. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to actually utilize our talents for our passion, which we're actually passionate about. That is. So yeah, I strongly think that social revolution is the key factor for CMCN's success. So with that being said, I think that especially when we have our virtual world office, so to speak, then that would mean that every client is actually pleased, or every uh, colleague actually who worked with for that event will give you a some sort of like a testimony, so that the next people will actually be looking for a project that easier to find thanks to CMCN, easier to find staff people, is you have a number of options, and you know who to tap because of their expertise on a specific scenario, perhaps for an event. So everything works well, and yeah. So go ahead, go, social revolution.